Hi, my name is Chris. We normally talk about saving and investing in this channel, but this video is a little bit different. I've just invested in a new 14-inch MacBook Pro that I want to use for traveling, and I'm hoping that the machine will last 3 to 5 years from now. My main workflow is really programming and video editing, but considering that I have spent 2,500 euro on this machine, I would expect that it can play a non-demanding game such as Dota 2. Just FYI, this is the specification of the MacBook. I got the one with the M1 Pro chip with 10 core CPU, 16 core GPU, 16 GB memory and 512 GB SSD. Well, I wanted to get just the base model initially, but then I had to upgrade to get the option of changing the keyboard layout to English USA as I live in Germany. I've actually played 10 games or so on this MacBook and I didn't get decent FPS at all initially, making me think that if there was something wrong with this machine. I did screen recording with QuickTime Player while playing the game in the background. I installed Steam and Dota 2 with Rosetta because it's built for Intel-based Mac and Rosetta translates the Intel-based instruction to Apple Silicon. I keep the ProMotion refresh option on the display setting and finally play the game. With high expectation, I first tried the basic setting with the best looking option, and I was playing with Lina in this game and I was surprised with the very low FPS. It was around 40, which is still playable but not as smooth. As you probably know, when there are a lot of units in the screen, for example in team fights, it drops even lower to low 20. There is 5 to 10 frames per second difference when playing without screen recording in the background, by the way. Anyway, this game was lost and I move on to the next game as Silencer. This time I dropped the setting to the one below best looking in the basic setting slider. I didn't notice any significant difference really. What else do I miss? The high power option that can improve graphic intensive performance by allowing the fan speed to be higher is not available in this model. It seems to be exclusive to the M1 Max on the 16-inch version. But the thing is, the fan was off even when playing with the best looking setting, and the laptop was barely warm. That makes me think that there was nothing wrong with this MacBook. It's most likely just because Dota 2 is not optimized yet for the M1 chip. Finally, I just used the advanced setting instead. I check every option except for phishing, set the game render quality to 100%, and then set the maximum FPS to 120. In this game I was playing with Phenomancer and there was Terrorblade and Beastmaster in the enemy team, so there were more units during team fights, and as you can see the frame per second drops, but still it's a much better experience with the other two settings that I tried. Anyway, I wouldn't buy a MacBook Pro just for gaming, but that's not my main use case for buying. So hopefully this video is helpful, and see you next time.